Hi, welcome to the Lisa Saunders Show. I am Lisa Saunders, and I'm so excited to have Connie back again. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
And what's really exciting is that she has continued to write new music, and you've actually written a song called Christmas in Connecticut, right?
A Connecticut Christmas.
Oh, Connecticut
yeah.
Christmas. Okay, and you wrote another song, another Christmas song too, right?
The other one's a little more sassy, but
okay. So
yes,
this is
we've got two new Christmas songs to debut today.
Okay, and you just recorded this in Nashville, right?
I did. Yes.
Yeah. So you've lived in Nashville 10 years.
Yep.
Okay, and now you've moved back to Connecticut, so that's why you're writing about us now?
Exactly. Well, I mean, this is my home, you know. So I actually got together with another songwriter who lives in Nashville, Matt Bednarski, and we were thinking about what we should write about. This was in June, and we came up with the idea of writing a Christmas song for Connecticut because, well, I've always loved Amy Grant's Tender Tennessee Christmas. I don't know how she sings that. That's such a tongue twister. But so Matt and I wrote a Connecticut Christmas, and we're excited to be releasing it to iTunes in the beginning of December and having it get some airplay.
Oh, I'm excited. So, good to have you on my show. Okay, please go ahead and start.
All right. Let's put the Red Sox-Yankees rivalry to rest. At least we all agree this time of year is simply the best. Huddled with the family around the tree, toasting to another Huskies victory. It's a Connecticut Christmas, the kind I love the most. From the rolling Litchfield Hills to the sandy Atlantic coast, carolers singing throughout town, kids whispering in Santa's ear. It's a Connecticut Christmas, my favorite time of year. P.T. Barnum, Hepburn, Mark Twain, and Hale, Fairfield, Wesleyan, and Yale. So many people and places to celebrate this season in the Constitution State. It's a Connecticut Christmas, the kind I love the most. From the rolling Litchfield Hills to the sandy Atlantic coast, carolers singing throughout town, kids whispering in Santa's ear. It's a Connecticut Christmas, our favorite time of year. A little eggnog with a little nutmeg too, and nothing beats Christmas in Connecticut with you. It's a Connecticut Christmas, the kind I love the most. From the rolling Litchfield Hills to the sandy Atlantic coast, carolers singing throughout town, kids whispering in Santa's ear. It's a Connecticut Christmas. It's a Connecticut Christmas. It's a Connecticut Christmas, my favorite time of year.
Wow, that was great. I could just picture, because I only know Connecticut Mystic, Mystic, and the carolers going through the streets, the special events they have, and the whispering in Santa's ear. Because a Mystic, that there's a Santa's mailbox, and kids put their wishes in there.
No, I didn't realize that.
There's a Santa's mailbox just for him. So people can put their wishes in there, and they do get answers back.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And I know from where, but I won't tell.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what it just reminds me of. You know, all the quaint little towns and up and throughout Connecticut, from, you know, the coast all the way up to, it's just a beautiful state, and especially at Christmas time, it's so magical. So I think we were really pleased that we captured some of that in this song,
and so who
it's
knows all the
exciting
history to be adding in, you know, the Katharine Hepburn and Hale and all that. Who did that? Like, is that
both
who
of
wrote
us,
it?
both of us. I mean, we both really collaborated with the lyrics and the music on this one.
So you were just thinking what Connecticut's known for.
Right. We even threw in the nutmeg.
Yeah, I caught that.
I thought other
okay,
people would catch that, but
yeah, I was wondering who would know that Connecticut's a nutmeg state.
see, I think a lot of people won't really catch that, but we tried to put, you know, just little references in here and there.
And so, of course, you talked about the rivalry between the Yankees and the Red
Sox. Exactly. I don't think there's any other Christmas songs that talk about the Red Sox and Yankees, so hopefully that'll at least be a first.
Very, very nice, really cute, and it really gave me a sense of the whole state from what I've learned about it.
Thank you.
So now you said the other Connecticut Christmas song is a sassy song.
Yes, this one actually isn't necessarily about Connecticut. This is more about having a little crush on Santa.
Oh. Is this another unrequited love song?
Something like that.
All right. Well, I can't wait to find out.
Clean version. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm not worried, and I just think it's great because I'm just as surprised as the rest of the audience because I haven't heard any of it. So this is great. I get to be surprised.
It's called Dear Santa.
So.
Dear Santa, I can't explain. I think I had a little too much champagne, 'cause I really didn't feel a thing as I stomped all over my engagement ring. Dear Santa, now don't be ashamed. All couples play these little games, but as long as he and I are on a break, I have a confession that I'd like to make. Ever since I was a little girl, I've had this thing for guys in boots who travel the world, and I promise next year to be twice as good if we could. Dear Santa, dear Santa, you see it's like this. There's something that I know I'm going to miss. So maybe once before we take that vow, you and I could have some fun, and we could have it now. Ever since I was a little girl, I've had this thing for guys in boots who travel the world, and I promise next year to be twice as good if we could. Dear Santa, I'll wait under the tree in that negligee you brought for me, and all at once we'll be flying high above the moon and stars on our own sleigh ride. 'Cause ever since I was a little girl, I've had this thing for guys in boots who travel the world, and I promise next year to be twice as good if we could. Dear Santa, oh dear Santa, dear Santa, oh dear Santa.
Well, what a surprise!
What can I say?
Being with guys in boots. I'm thinking, well, Mrs. Claus won't like that, but it is really cute.
But, you know, he was young at one point in time before Mrs. Claus. And
That's right.
I'm thinking maybe someone in Nashville will get the whole guys in boots traveling the world reference. And
Yeah, that was really cute and unexpected, and I did laugh in the middle of your song. So I hope that didn't wreck it. I could just picture you sitting around a piano like we did last night again. I've been to so many sing around the pianos with you at parties and the Collins Bed and Breakfast. It was wonderful.
It really was wonderful.
So I look forward to hearing you in a restaurant. Are you playing that particular song in a restaurant the next time you play? Or?
I don't know. I suppose now that it's the holiday season, I will be playing that song for select audiences.
Right.
But definitely.
Oh, that's great.
Definitely.
So you play at parties, you play at restaurants.
Yeah.
Where else do you play?
The Water's Edge over in Westbrook, and the Black Sheep in Niantic, Perks and Corks in Westerly, and a lot of private receptions and parties as well during this season, of course. So.
Okay, well, I can't wait to hear you because you live near me, and at least a lot of your restaurants are actually near me. Although I would definitely travel to hear you because I've had so much fun singing around the piano with you.
Me too. I love it.
So that's been great. Now you've written a lot of other songs, and thankfully the song you wrote, I get to use on my show as my opening and closing song.
Thanks to you. I know. I love the fact that you're using it as your theme song.
I love that. I mean, it's just
great.
So spunky. Now, you might have other songs you want to play before that, but I hope you'll play that at some point.
Absolutely.
So what do you want to play
now? Let's see. Well, like I said, I had just got back from a recording trip in Nashville where we recorded 5 new songs. So why don't I do another new one that's not released yet?
Another one that I've never heard before, right? Okay.
Yeah. It's called Coming Home to You.
Okay.
Wake up real early before the morning light, trying not to wake you, you're still dreaming through the night. Head into my hectic day, but one thing always gets me through. I can close my eyes, smile and think of coming home to you. Meetings running over, and my boss is on my back. He's talking about something, but my mind is where you're at. Daydreaming out the office blinds, 'cause one thing always gets me through. I can close my eyes, smile and think of coming home to you. So I won't worry, I won't care, 'cause one thing's always true. I can close my eyes, smile and think of coming home to you. Traffic is stop and go, but I'm hitting every light. It doesn't even bother me, I'm looking forward to tonight. I can almost taste your kiss, yeah, one thing always gets me through. I can close my eyes, smile and think of coming home to you. I won't worry, I won't care, one thing's always true. I can close my eyes, smile and think of coming home to you. I can close my eyes, smile and think of coming home to you.
That is so romantic. Wow, that is a really romantic song.
I guess that's what happens when you write with your boyfriend, who has never written a song before, but he really came up with most of those lyrics.
Really?
Yeah.
That's very romantic.
Thank
very
you.
sweet. When did you write that?
Sweet. Sometime over the summer.
Wow. Well, really nice.
Yeah,
I
thank
can't wait to
you.
hear it on a CD. Do you have a CD on this
This will also be released to iTunes. We're actually manufacturing any CDs at this point in time.
Okay.
I will probably sometime next year when I have enough other songs to
Because I'm lucky enough
put a
to
whole
have,
CD together.
to have your CD. So,
Yeah, but
so thank you. We're listening to it now in the car.
Oh,
Okay,
I
so
love
people
it.
can always
Thank
just
you.
get your iTunes. They do it.
yes, you can go to my website where they're available through CD Baby. There's a link, or directly to iTunes and just pull up Connie Howard, and all the songs that have been released under my name that I've written will be there.
Okay, all right.
Although it'll still be not until the first week of December that they'll be available.
Okay, so it's pretty soon.
Yes.
So
Right-
that's
right in time for
exciting.
the
Oh, it's
holidays.
that's a very tender, sweet, romantic song.
thank
It's
you.
Really nice. All right, and you have another one, right, that you just recorded.
Let's see, I do. This is another love song.
Well, I know you like love songs.
I know, all these like hopeful, optimistic, happy love songs. This one actually I also wrote with Matt Bednarski, who wrote the Connecticut Christmas song with me. And I guess I had the idea and had been playing around with it for a little while and just really needed he just has this way of coming in and finishing things and taking them to the next level. So I love how it came out because on the recording it's just he and I. It's really a nice duet and piano and strings. A friend of mine did a gorgeous string arrangement. So it's really sparse and acoustic, and it's nice.
So, like,
you'll
when
have to hear it. Just me singing, it's not exactly the same. I mean, there's much more to it when you hear it the way it was recorded.
So it sounds different even on
Yeah.
iTunes, but this will at
Right.
least give us the basics.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
So.
Armor on, weapons down, weary from the fight, wounded soul surrendering to a second chance to make it right. Brick by brick, walls will crumble to the ground, built with sweat and tears throughout all those years. Armor on, but weapons down, wanting to believe love will win this time around. I can see the scars and hurt, the heart the battle broke. But the war is over, take my hand, you won't walk this road alone. Brick by brick, walls will crumble to the ground, built with sweat and tears throughout all those years. Armor on, but weapons down, wanting to believe love will win this time around. But weapons down, wanting to believe love will win this time around.
Another gentle love song. So it sounds like you go either way, spunky.
Spunky or romantic. hopefully romantic. Yes.
Oh, there's so much hope in your music. There's a lot of love. Is this
That's a good thing.
So
I
it sounds
think.
like the kind of good stuff that's good to sit around the fire and listen to your
Right.
music.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I've got some, that aren't so happy and a little more heartbreaking, and like this one called Whiskey and Tears, that's a little more bluesy, that I could play if you'd like to hear something a little bit different.
Sure, whatever you want to play, I'm
Okay.
excited.
Well, it's been 10 long years. They say that's about what it takes to make it here. But they don't estimate the toll it'll take on your soul through the years, and what it'll cost you in whiskey and tears. They say the best pillow is a conscience that's clean, and I haven't had a good night's sleep since I was 19. But my name's up in lights, and I'm known far and near, but I'm still paying in whiskey and tears. From Shanghai to the shores of Virginia, I've got stories and I've got souvenirs, but I'm still paying in whiskey and tears. Oh, yeah, I'm still paying in whiskey and tears.
Wow. Whiskey and Tears makes me think of a country, like phrase you hear in country music.
Mm-hmm.
Some of your stuff sounded country to me, but not today. So,
Oh, yeah.
Now you won an award in Nashville, a
did.
Songwriter Award, right?
I did.
What was the name of that? It was grand prize too.
Yes, that was the grand prize of the Nashville Songwriters Association. Does a contest every year, and it really helped open a lot of doors. In addition to things like I won a wonderful guitar that I'm still trying to learn how to play, and they did a recording of the song, which actually has been recorded a couple different times by some independent artists. No major label artists yet, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed that one of these days,
Well,
Faith
it's
Hill
gonna
or
happen,
someone
'cause-
will want to record it because.
Oh, it's definitely going to happen.
I hope so.
So can you play that one too, or did
Sure.
you want to play
Oh, I'd
something
love to.
else? Okay.
I can play
But we
that,
only have 5
and then-
minutes, so that means we have one song left. So I'm sort of torn because I love my theme song. So
Oh, I think we should play your theme song. Then.
Okay, thank you.
That song, people can go to iTunes. It's called "Feel," the song that won the contest.
Okay.
And but I definitely think we should play your theme song.
Okay, and this is it's in French too, right?
It is. The choruses are in French. I was living in France for a year, playing and singing in a cafe, and so I've got a couple that are more this cabaret-ish style, and have a
Yeah.
little French thrown in, and
So
are
you
just
will
kind of
sing
fun.
the French, right? You'll sing the whole thing, because
Sure.
with 5 minutes left, we have, I think, time for the song, and if not, it'll fade out.
Okay, perfect. All right, that sounds
But we
great.
just want to make sure people go to your website, because that's where they can find out where you're playing and sing along. And it's great because you don't mind even when people with bad voices to sing with you. So you're really sweet about that.
Oh,
So-
I think just singing in general, you know, is so
Because
healthy and so much
you're
fun.
a fun
that-
party singer, you know,
Yeah,
for that reason.
you.
Know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I'd love to also just see you in concert.
Absolutely. So,
So-
on my website, I should have the dates listed, or you can sign up for my newsletter, which will be, you know, an ongoing. Once in a while, I send that out and tell people where some upcoming gigs are and where I'll be playing publicly. So.
Okay, great. All right, go ahead.
Thank you, Lisa, for having me on
Oh,
again,
you're
because
welcome.
it's so much fun being here with you, and I'm so thankful that you're using this song for your.
Oh,
for
I
your
I
theme.
love it. It's so
great.
spunky. And I love thinking how you were in Paris playing in a cafe and that you were actually hired to do that. And it was...
And I came back.
Yeah, why'd you come back?
I don't know. It's something I still wonder about. But
Well, I'm
no.
glad you did.
Me too.
But I
me
just
too.
love picturing
I'm
you
joking.
singing this and writing it while you're in Paris.
Oh,
So-
thank you.
So
I'm glad you love it.
There are things I'd like you to know before you go and make up your mind. Secrets run deep, but love is blind. And I'm worth it. Wait and see. Gypsy Soul loves to wander far away, so far away from home. Though you may not be always by my side, my heart will never roam. Je veux vous parler en français si vous voulez une surprise. Je veux savoir tout que vous aimez et ça m'a fait un grand sourire. So what you see may not be just what you'll get. You might want to invest in some time with me, 'cause secrets lay deep and I'm worth it. Wait and see. Je veux vous parler en français si vous voulez une surprise. Je veux savoir tout que vous aimez et ça m'a fait un grand sourire. So what you see may not be just what you'll get. You might want to invest in some time with me, 'cause secrets lay deep and I'm worth it. Wait and see.
Well, thank you. And thank you. And thank you so much for joining us on the Lisa
Thank you.
Saunders Show. And I will see you next week. And don't forget to see Connie. Go to her website. She does Broadway tunes and restaurants plus her own work. Anything you want, she can do it pretty much.
Thanks, Lisa.